Hello everyone, Drew Wilson of Your Era Gamer here. Today we are traveling to the year of 2008. This is when the PlayStation 3 game Grand Theft Auto 4 was released. This is the second major installment where the game is fully 3D. So, the first two games are actually from top down. Anyway, I got 10 minutes on the clock. Let's see how this game plays. And I did play the first two Grand Theft Auto games on the Game Boy Color. Let's just say it leaves a lot to be desired. So altitude brake, okay, standard controls. Pretty tight controls through here, I have to say. So, my understanding is that you are on Liberty City. You just arrived. You have, I'm assuming, friends of the family. I don't know. Relatives. No idea. Well, that was not what I was anticipating, but man. And the taxi took out a pedestrian. Fine with me. I was expecting the streets to be a little bit, I don't know, more flat. There we go. I'm sure there was a few moving violations there, but man, the controls are a little weird. So, I guess that's the introductory to at least driving anyway. So the first bit was actually a pretty lengthy cutscene. So apparently there was a lot of cutscenes involved in this, but yeah. Some games are heavy in the cutscenes, some games aren't so much. So I know this is a game that took a while to get to. I tried to organize a way to play this game earlier, but I just could not fit it in the schedule at all. And I know this is a really big, well-known game. Alright, let's just skip the cutscene. I'd much rather show off just the entrance, trying to save the game. Cool. Off the boat. Awesome. Time 6 hours. Okay, so there is an internal clock in this game. R flash in the radar shows where to meet Roman. Okay. There we go. Finally got controls. So apparently, when you enter into the house, you save the game. So that's good to know. I'm sure there's other save points. Park your car on the exit. The car will remain there for you to use. That's a lot of introductory. Circle is health. As you lose health, the green will fade out. The right half is serves body armor. Hold X to run. Okay, so I'm supposed to meet Roman. Well, if I was supposed to have a vehicle, then why didn't I get to save the one in the intro? Oh well. Wonder if I can hijack a parked car here. It's supposed to be part of the game, right? There we go. Not the greatest handling. Alright. Let's head to Roman. Or Romanen. Excellent. Cool. So I guess I made it to the first one. Clearly there's a sandbox feel to this game, and if you can believe it, that's been the thing since the very first game. So this has retained that. I know in the first 2 games, I believe, you had like 3 rival gangs, and you appeased one, you complete all their missions. Then you appease the other one, you made the first one angry, and you complete all their missions, and you travel to the third gang, and you appease all them and get all the missions completed. Then you completed the area, and everyone's mad at you. It was such a weird way of progressing in a game. But you basically go run into a payphone to get it. And boy, I can tell by the white boxy computer that this takes place a little bit in the past there. Alright, let's skip the cutscene here. I'm glad not all games allow you to skip cutscenes. And I don't normally like to skip them. But the thing is, I think it'd be better if I showed you the game itself rather than show a bunch of cutscenes, because that's kind of boring. You can zoom out on the radar by holding down. Ah. I have to admit, I am getting vibes of how Driver played a little bit. I know this game kind of took over and became the new Driver at one point, but I am reminded of the gameplay a little bit. The original Driver for the original PlayStation, 2 generations ago, if you can believe that. And then you have this game that has some, at least similar mechanics, at least. In the first Driver, you couldn't hijack any of the cars, but in the second Driver, you could. That's how you lose the feds, or at least the police. You have the green light, go! I would have thought I would have done that. There we go. So, simple delivery thing there. Tells you comments made added to your phone. Up for the loan sharks. Cool. I don't know if it's going to be noticeable in smaller screens, but it definitely has a bit of a blur to it. Answer the phone call. Alright. Well, didn't quite get into the action sequences as quickly, but did get a little bit of a feeling to the game at least. I don't know, like I'm finding like the kind of the introductory part is a little hit and miss. Like it just flashes a whole bunch of cards at you and says this is what this does, this is what that does, and is a bit of an information dump to say the least initially. But other parts like completing objectives, at least that the game teaches you a little bit more naturally, I guess. There's a bit of a flow to it, where it kind of makes sense, and you can kind of learn things as you go along, get a better feel for the game. So I think the intro is a little bit of hit and miss, but so far it's looking pretty good. I'm very curious to see how the rest of the game plays, and I know there's a lot of fanfare with this particular game, so I've been looking forward to this playthrough for quite a while now, to say the least. So I'll be interested to see how the rest of the game plays. So enough about me. I wanted to hear from you. I wanted to know, what did you when you played this game? For those of you who have played this game, what did you think of what you saw? What did you think of what you experienced? Was this a really good game? Was this probably one of your most favorite games ever? And you agree with a lot of other people that say that this is a really iconic, really good game? Or do you kind of disagree and think, well, it's a good game, or maybe it's not such a good game, and maybe it's a little overrated? Yeah, definitely let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. For those of you who haven't necessarily played this game, but have played other games in the past, what'd you think of what you saw here? Is this something you've been meaning to get to, and you're really wanting to play it, but you haven't had a chance yet? And maybe this is actually a good reminder. Maybe this might be a game for you to check out at some point. Or maybe this isn't your style of game. Maybe you're not really into the whole, I guess, debauchery, I guess the term is, and breaking laws and stuff like that. Maybe that's not necessarily your style of game. Maybe you prefer other styles of games. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. And for those of you who haven't played any of these games at all, and well, even I have played two of them already, but be a little bit of a surprise. Anyway, what'd you think of what you saw? Is this kind of what you're expecting? Maybe not necessarily what you're expecting. Maybe this is something this is a game franchise you've been meaning to get to, and you just haven't gotten to it yet. And maybe this will be your latest reminder. Maybe you should give this a shot, or maybe you're seeing this game and thinking maybe it's not the game for you. Maybe it's not your style. Yeah, let me know, like anything at all. What are your thoughts on this game in the comments below? So I guess that is all for now, and until next time, what is your era?